We didn't know this record store existed, and there's something that happened that almost immediately moved it into my top 5. Let's check it out. We went to Buffalo Boogie Records in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we discovered this store accidentally.
Which is the best way to discover a store, I think.
Yeah, we were at Hangar 1819, which is a music venue like a month or so ago. And we happened to notice across the parking lot there was a record store, so we popped in. The owner, Mike, was closing up, but he still let us like look around for 5 or 10 minutes. And I'm like, we got to do a video on that store.
Yeah, it was great. I can't say enough nice things about the store and the owner.
When I first walked in, I was hit with this smell, which was mostly like old records, like which is a wonderful smell. But for some reason, it reminded me of my family's store. My family used to own a men's clothing store. It was in our family for like, I don't know, 60 years or something like that. And it had this very distinct smell to it. And when I walked in, that's what I could smell. And I was like, I'm a child again.
I remember smelling incense, and it wasn't like a bad, like normal incense smell. It actually smelled really good.
Bruh.
Let's talk about how it was set up. I really enjoyed the layout of the store.
I did too.
As much as it was organized, it was also kind of a digger's paradise. Like you could find bins just on the floor. He had just recently bought a collection, hadn't really priced it, but was letting us look through it,
Yeah.
which I thought was just flat out amazing.
You can tell that he loves what he's doing. It was like very welcoming and very easy to like maneuver through. Like I didn't feel like I was on top of anybody while they were digging, or likewise, you know, it was good.
I think I need songs of the Humpback Whale.
Are you sure you speak whale?
Can you? The owner, Mike. Wonderful dude, easy to talk to. If someone doesn't at least greet you, it's not a very good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we look like the kind of store that tells I just called to say I love you? Go to the mall.
Mike was the nicest guy. He was very, very like knowledgeable in like music and stuff, which I loved.
He gave us sort of like an unofficial tour sprinkled throughout us like filming and digging, which
Yeah.
I loved.
Right, it was great.
That's your hometown.
Yeah.
This is the best Genesis album, and I'll die on that hill. The stock appealed to everyone.
Oh, absolutely. There was new, there were new used, there was used, there was old.
All different genres, and every genre was well represented.
I agree, yeah.
Do you have this one? Do you have this one?
Possess.
Or what about this one?
What about what one? Yeah. So I had a really great conversation with Mike about this record. This next band is from Asheville, North Carolina, which isn't too far from us. This is Wednesday, and the album is I Was Trying to Describe You to Someone. I love this band, and we recently discovered them at the recommendation of another record store, The Fuzzy Needle. And
I picked that one up.
yeah,
so
you picked that one up, and we fell in love.
So he did have a whole bunch of like cool posters and memorabilia like kind of scattered throughout the store, which I thought was like awesome. He had a ton of Beatles memorabilia, which I was taking pictures of and sending straight to my dad because, you know, he loves the Beatles. And he's the reason I love the Beatles. We have pictures of it, so show it here. This one that I got, it is my favorite album of theirs. It is Panic at the Disco, Vices and Virtues. My favorite song is Mona Lisa. I was like, cool, I don't want any other record of theirs but this one.
Which is wild to me because I stopped listening after their second one and really didn't like anything else they did after that. You have this weird tendency to like the underdog records.
Kind of. Sometimes.
Like A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, like the most influential album for that space.
Right.
And Pretty Odd was basically like, hey, we're listening to a lot of Sgt. Pepper's.
With meditation, there's no limit to what we can imagine.
This is the moment where Buffalo Boogie records like shot up in my best of charts. I think we were talking to Mike about metal because he just bought a huge metal collection.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm really particular about my metal. Like anything from the South, like especially Louisiana, like all that metal, I Hate God, Pantera, you know, things like that. So he's like, I think I have something for you. He walks me over to like the pop rock section, digs for this record and finds it. He goes, I really think you'd like this. It's got like, it's a good mixture of hard rock and blues. And I was like, sweet, bring it on. This is Tora Tora, Bastards of Beale. He actually put it on in the store for me before I bought it, and we were just listening and digging.
It was good.
Yeah, I gotta take this home. Yeah. This band has been around since I think 89. This album was a 2019, I think. It genuinely just looks like some dads that have a kick-ass band, which I'm all for.
I love that.
I'm going to start with how many variants of this album, or any album by this band, can you actually own?
As many as you want.
I do the same thing for Newfound Glory, but
Fair.
Go ahead.
Okay, this next one, I think I mainly got it because it's numbered. This is Circa Survive, the Amulet, and it has the alternative like sleeve artwork that's numbered, and I got number 32 out of 100. I'm so glad to find this. And they had a different one there as well. They had a few other Circa Survive albums, which I'm always really glad to see, but also like sad because I want to buy them all and be like,
that type of collecting that me and you do, it's very much like that Mel Gibson movie. I can't remember the name of it, but whenever he's out, he always has to buy a copy of Catcher in the Rye when he sees one.
see, yeah,
I get it.
I get it.
You're Mel Gibson.
Whenever I see one, I have to buy it. And I don't know.
There was no sticker shock. Like, you'd flip a record over, you'd look at the price, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's about what that goes for. Or it wasn't like double the price.
Yeah, it was, and it, like a lot of it was like, huh, okay, I'll get that, not bad, $20, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like they did have a really big selection, like the what you would call like the treasure trove records, I guess, and they had some really cool ones in there.
Yeah. Highly recommend, if you are in the Greensboro area and are wondering what store to check out, go see Mike. You will walk out there with something, I guarantee you.
For sure. Or if you're going to a show, like right across the parking lot, it's right there. So you have to go.
Yeah.
It is such a good shop.
Go see Mike.
Do it. Do it.
But we were not done on the day.
No.
We went out, got some lunch. We're in Greensboro. We're about an hour and a half from home. We might as well hit up another record store.
For sure.
So we went back to Hippo Records in Greensboro. We actually hadn't been there since the last video we made on them.
Right, it had been a while, but
A couple years.
As soon as we walked in, I was like, oh yeah.
Okay, so this video is not about Hippo Records, but let's check out what we picked up. We'll do sort of a lightning round.
Yeah, here we go.
The first one I picked up is Twin Forks' first LP. I had the privilege of seeing them years ago because I won tickets during South by Southwest in Austin. It was an awesome time.
You picked this one up from across the room, and I was like, yep, I need it.
I should have bought it for myself and had 2 copies.
No, why would you do that? Anyway, it's Perma Fight Fair. It makes me really sad to see this right now, and that's all I'll say about that. Next.
Next one I picked up I found in the used section. This is Cute Is What We Aim For, the same old Blood Rush with a new touch. Is this the most perfect album? No. I loved it when I was a kid. Might as well check it out as an adult and see if it still bangs. If it doesn't, I'll get rid of it. I'll sell it.
All right. This one you pointed out to me as well. Boyz II Men, Legacy, the Greatest Hits Collection. Now we all know how I feel about Greatest Hits, and I hope we all know how I feel about Boyz II Men.
This one I did find in the used section, but it was sealed. This is Say Anything, Menorah Majora. This is actually the first thing I ever heard from Say Anything,
Nice.
and it has A Walk Through Hell. It's just a black version, labeled out of 500. I love Max Bemis. I love almost everything he does.
So this next one is an album by Girl in Red, Beginnings, and it's the one that she made like right before the one that kind of blew her up. I love Girl in Red. She's great.
This next one is Motion City Soundtrack, Even If It Kills Me. Matt from Too Many Records suggested this one because I had mentioned that I only like the first 2. He was absolutely right. Solid power pop album.
Yeah. My middle school self was like, get this as soon as I laid eyes on it. This is Fuel, Something Like Human. And I am sorry, but this was my favorite album in middle school. And I don't know why.
It's fun.
It was so good to me, okay? I was obsessed.
And it was bad.
Yeah, it was, of course it's bad, but I know every word. It was great.
And my last one, I love this band. This is Movements live at Studio 4. This was in their bargain bin for like $13, so I had to pick it up. Thank you again to Mike from Buffalo Boogie Records for having us. We will absolutely be back. We can't wait to dig more in that store.
Oh my God. Such a good collection. Such a nice guy. Thank you so much for having us. It was a great, great experience in there.
For Bound of Reckoning, my name is Matt.
And I'm Mel Gibson.
Have a good night.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, bless you, cute puppy.
At the time was,
Closing up.
yeah.
Where we back my shoulder. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I want a Subway sandwich.
I'd rather you make a sandwich than
Yeah, like
eat.
get some bread, cut them in half, and
Are you about to tell me how to make a sandwich?
meat.